up, I am on my way. I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sunset, it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter.
A blessed Sunday, everyone, and welcome to Vlogmas day number 4. Yes, guys, it's already day 4, and I thank you so much for joining us tonight. Actually, tonight is a very exciting one because I have been wanting to have him as a guest for the longest time, but this person is a very very busy dad and entrepreneur, so it has was difficult to actually have him on board. But we have a secret weapon, and that is we are friends with his wife, right? So, kidding aside, okay. So, our guest for tonight is actually the owner or the creative behind Schlette. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Schlette Woodworking Company based in the US. Okay, Chris is actually retired from the US military after 27 years of service. What did he do in the military? He was an aircraft mechanic, right? Very interesting. And let's ask him about that later on. Now he is a financial resources specialist with the US Department of Agriculture. He enjoys watching YouTube clips on woodworking, vehicle repairs, home improvements, airplane history, and travel. He has a beautiful wife. Guess who? Right? Crafty foodie mama Helen, of course, of Crafty Mama Diaries, and two beautiful daughters, okay, that I have actually met and had that opportunity to meet during my very short stay in the US a few weeks back. He also enjoys listening to audiobooks when he drives. And it has been a while since he has done so because of his very busy schedule. But he enjoys driving on two-lane roads and believes it's because of the time he spent riding motorcycles. So we'll get to know more about all of these things and more as we talk to, okay, Chris Schlette of Schlette Woodworking Company himself. So without further ado, let's welcome him first time on Mommy Guide Inc. Hi, Chris. Hello.
Hey, how are you? Thanks for
Yes.
having
Actually, guys, it's good morning for Chris. So we're in uniform. We didn't talk about this, right? So
me. Now,
yeah, so when he came in and said, "Whoa, we're the same color scheme today, right?" So again, Chris, thank you so much for waking up so early. It's just 7 a.m. and we've been talking behind the scenes since about 6 a.m. So he actually really woke up pretty early. So thank you so much, Chris, really. All right, so let's read some of the people in the chat's comments. Okay, so the closest experience I've had to woodworking is building IKEA furniture.
You know,
That's Yes, that's my daughter. Okay, and of course we have Jason Rosette. Good evening, everyone. Yes, we just hit like several weeks back 5 million views on his YouTube channel. Congratulations, dear Jason. Yes, hello. And there goes everybody saying hi to everybody. And we have John. Enjoy your live, mommy. I already shared it po on my YouTube community. Thank you so much, John, for always being here. Very consistent. Day 1 to day 4. You are here live. Thank you so much, John. And of course, Tina One Kenobi. Chris, this is one of our dear friends as well. That's how I actually met Helen. Helen was on Tina's YouTube channel. And then Tina mentioned that Helen was there and everybody jumped in. Right? So it was through Tina that I actually met Helen. So Sammy, Ikea, Mommy Lala, and Mommy Tina. All right, there you go. Hello, Lala, and to your guest, Chris. And if Helen is around, hello, good morning. Yes, Helen is around, but upstairs sleeping. It's too early for her. Yes, it's refreshing to see you wearing your in-earphones, Lala. I have to. Okay, because normally, Chris, I hate wearing my in-ear headphones. But when I have guests and with multiple cameras, it is a must. Otherwise, we might have feedback or echo or slap back. That's why I really have to wear this. And John is saying, hi, Chris. Have a nice day. Yes, thank you so much. Congrats, Jason. Wow, 5 million. Yes, Tina, and that 5 million was like I think 2 weeks ago. So it's probably definitely bigger than that right now. So Chris, okay, so let's talk about a little bit about, the creative journey. How did you, get into woodworking? So how did it start?
Well, really, it only started about 5 years ago, give or
Mhm.
take. Because, like in the bio, um, I've been a mechanic all my life. My whole military career has been a mechanic. And so my hands. I'm not a gamer like my wife, as for her bio. We're just a total opposite. I use, but I just don't do it anymore. And I like spending time in the garage. But I used to ride motorcycles a lot. 2005 to about 2013, 2015. I rode a lot. And I liked working on bikes. As part of a riding group. Wasn't a motorcycle club. So we did a
You
lot of
still
riding
ride?
together.
Do you still ride?
No,
No
unfortunately, I
more.
don't ride.
Mhm.
I ended up donating my motorcycle to the Wheels for Warriors. So
Oh.
it's service members that have been going through post-traumatic stress disorder. Um, it's a good organization. I know the president. I met him a few times on some different motorcycle rides. And it just came down to working on planes for years. It took its toll on my health. And so Helen and I had an agreement. If I can go 6 months without any pain, then we'll both be comfortable. Me riding again. And I just went 3 months, and after that, it was just the risk was. So
Yes, I agree. I'm so glad that you had that experience, but now let's do the safer side, the safer hobbies. All right. Yes. So from exactly, right? So from riding, I know Helen was ecstatic that you're gone past the motorcycle riding from.
before Melanie was born, so I
Oh.
would take her on quite a bit, and we had fun. But having Melanie, a little
Mhm.
younger, both of us can't be on the motorcycle.
Oh yeah,
So
exactly.
and then I rode some more, and then it just came down to if I'm having too much pain, it's not safe for anybody out there. So that's when I
Yes.
stopped.
All right. So from
And
riding motorcycles, eventually, how did you transition into woodworking?
I had to find something to do.
Mm.
I don't like sitting around all day. I mean, there's times when you can do that,
Mm-hmm.
but not every day. We go on vacation. If I sit around all the time, I have to go do something. So I think putting those two together, it just and then someone mentioned the IKEA furniture. I
Yes.
built plenty of furniture. I really have. So we had to start somewhere, and
Mm-hmm.
renovate the house. So you start picking up on some tools, and then my wife wanted we needed some storage in our laundry room, and so I made
Oh, so
with pocket, and for us we call it 2x10s. So it's basically 2.5 inches. Is it 2.5? Yeah, 2.5 inches thick by about supposed to be. No, it's an inch and a half thick
mm-hmm.
by 10 inches by. Long story short, it was just a simple
Yeah.
shelf that I made.
Yes, but that started it all, right? So actually, it was more of both a need, right? So you needed something as an
Mm-hmm.
alternative source of distressing, as you said, right? It gives you joy to be riding out on your motorbike, but since something else came up, so you can't do that anymore safely, as you said. So, and then you also needed something in the laundry, right? So it's like great, like opportunity presented itself, so to speak, right?
Got to give Helen a credit because she's the one who gave me a list of hobbies. Well, why don't you check some of these things out? Besides riding a motorcycle,
Aww.
now, I would say that, but then she realizes, Chris, you chose another dangerous hobby. Okay, so you start right. But then this was the conversation we had last night, and I
Hmm.
said, the industry I came from has a lot of risk too. Um,
Actually.
Around airplanes, moving parts and stuff like
Hmm.
that. Um, but so it got addicting, and after a while, I would buy magazines, so fine woodworking, popular
Hmm.
woodwork,
So you fell
YouTube.
into it hook, line, and
I
sinker.
got hooked on. So then it's like I started building some of this stuff, and then I was like, wow, it'd be cool to go to a school. So I started doing some research, and I
Hmm.
found a working school about 15, 20 minutes from the house.
Oh, that's nice. Pretty
Yeah,
close.
I'm very blessed because living in the area that I'm at is between DC, Maryland, and Baltimore,
Hmm.
and Indianapolis and Baltimore. So it's almost like I'm in that triangle area where things aren't too far away. But this
Yes.
class was really close.
You live in a
Um,
very nice community, may I say so myself. I've been there, I've visited it, close to everything. A very nice neighborhood. Yes, so perfect, right, Chris? Perfect.
so
Yes. So that was like
classes
a few years back, right?
started that about 2018 because I registered for the business in 2018 because I knew I was getting out of the military. I was just
Mm-hmm.
waiting for that stuff to go, the paperwork to go through because I
Mm-hmm.
was retired after that period of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I started the business because I figured I need to have something when I retire. But I also still have to keep a roof over the head because retirement
Exactly.
covers everything.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, this business is phase 3 of my life. Um, so I went back to the federal government. So I'm still working there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm slowly trying to build this company up. But
That's
I'm only
great.
taking every once in a while.
Yes. So,
So
so you have kept the business, okay? By despite having a full time job, by
mhm.
actually accepting commissioned works, right?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So, guys, if you're interested in actually knowing what is Chris's company, okay, this is his company. I want to show you. Okay. He has actually he's on Facebook and on Instagram. Which one are you more active in, Chris?
I think I know more about Facebook.
All right.
Facebook.
So though he has, we're very the same, Chris. See, like the color of our clothes today. We didn't talk that we're gonna be using gray for our tops. All right. So he has Instagram and Facebook, but like me also, I am, for me, it's easier to actually be on the Facebook. Okay, but before we actually go to showcase some of, how you have started woodworking from, from scratch, we will tell you a story via the photos on Chris's Facebook and Instagram. Okay, first we just want to check back on the comments right now. Okay, so we have Marilyn. Hi, Marilyn. Thank you so much. You have been here since day one. Thank you so much for dropping by, Marilyn, and checking us out. Thank you so much. And of course, Art of Ian Raven Fox 13. He's a very known artist in our community. He's very, very talented, Chris. He can draw, he can do crafts, he can do basically almost anything. He's an amazing, amazing artist. Thank you so much, Ian, for being here. And he wants to say hi to you, Chris. Yes.
Thanks. Hello.
Yes. And here we have also Sprinkle with Cards. This is Zell. He's going to be on the show probably, I think, next week or, yeah, this week. This weekend. Okay, the same I think Sunday this coming week. Thank you, Ms. Zell. Daan lang po, moderator sa class ni Joe. I know, Zell. Okay, enjoy po. Yes, congratulations. Scrapbooking. I mean, papel at iba pa. Nagkakabali-baliktad na. Papel at iba pa for your very first workshop today. Promise to make it up to you. All right. And of course, hi, Zell. Thanks, everyone. At the workshop. All right. Okay, Chris. So, where do you want to start? Okay, so as we try to, so now they know that actually you started your business, this business in 2018. So, when you started this, Chris, what were the things that you needed? Okay, before we go into this, do you have all the things already when you started, or if somebody wants to like do a small, woodworking thing, they trying it out if they really want to go into this, what are the basic materials or things that you think they should have?
Well, I think it's going to vary about what you want to do, because even with this industry, and if there are people that are viewing now, they'll probably agree or may disagree. You have some traditional woodworkers, they don't use any power tools. And to be honest, that's actually more refreshing than anything else. That's eventually where I want to get to, is not using any power tools.
When you
And
say
then
power tools, Chris, that means it's electronic?
Actually, I'll bring it over here. So
Ah.
yeah, anything that you
Okay.
plug in the wall, anything that's battery operated,
Mm-hmm.
that would be power tools. Let's see
Okay.
if I got that
Okay,
work.
so you have your overhead now, so you can actually show them through that one. Okay. So so that one is a must tool.
Yeah,
It's a
well, not
screwdriver?
real- again, because they have something called a bit and brace, which
Uh-huh.
is before power tools. That's your old-fashioned drill. So you
Ah,
start,
okay.
and then there's some other things you can find to fasten lumber together. Tell you the other thing is I use a lot is Elmer screw glue.
What? Elmer's glue, not wood glue.
No.
Just the
It's the
regular
same.
glue.
It's the same thing.
Ah,
That is exactly the thing.
really? We have to buy like wood glue, separate different kinds of glue to attach it and
Now,
stuff.
you can have a whole class on different types of glue.
Oh, wow.
I shelf with just Elmer school glue, and I actually have that shelf with me.
Wow,
Actually,
guys, look. We
what I got,
we only need wood glue. Amazing.
and what I'll do is, as we go throughout the interview, I'll grab just a large container of what I use, and
Mhm.
the one I have out in the garage is a little cold because it's a little chilly in Maryland right now. Well,
Oh, yeah. It's nearing winter, right? Is it still fall or already winter?
it's still fall or autumn.
Mm-hmm.
It
Autumn.
won't be. December 21st is when we hit winter, so right before Christmas.
Oh, that's
So
before Christmas. So those basic things then, Chris. So what you're
yeah,
saying is that we don't really need to have those power tools when you're starting.
no, actually, one thing that's real inexpensive
Mm-hmm.
is your Japanese pool saw.
What is that?
This is a regular pool saw. You have a like European
Oh,
style.
A
style
pull
saws.
saw. Okay.
Yeah,
You,
so instead of pushing to cut the wood, let me find a piece of scrap.
okay. Oh, this part I like the demo.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I have a European, Western style saw, but the Japanese pull saw is real nice because if you see, let's see, the blade is real thin,
Oh,
and then I can actually, one reason why I like hand tools is because you have better control.
okay. I thought it was a knife. It looked like a knife.
Well, it's got very small teeth.
Oh, and it looks very sharp.
Not really. Now I have some tools that are real sharp.
Oh, okay. So there you go. Wow. So it has very fine tooth, and that is called again. What do you call that again?
They call it it's a pull saw. Basically, it's
Pull
Japanese
saw.
style.
All right. Amazing. So of
And
course
a
we
lot.
need that to cut stuff, right? So if you
Yep.
don't have power tools, that's another thing that we need to have in our workshop. Okay. And
Uh,
then Ian is saying, okay, Ian is saying that saw looks amazing.
I really like it. Especially
Yes.
there's big things with woodworking. It's like the crafting world.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but reason why I like it is because you're thinking about not really thinking about the tool. The tool's doing the
Mm-hmm.
work, but it's just relaxing to me.
Oh yeah.
It's like
You
the
can
hand
make
plane.
shorts out of that, Chris. Just the sound of you sewing a piece of wood, right? I think that would be really, really nice,
Well,
right?
if we do a session down the road and my shop is much cleaner, I'll pull out the hand planes and do some stuff with the hand planes because that's real nice.
A
As far
hand plank? Sorry, am I hearing it right? What?
please
s-
forgive.
Most of the stuff you're saying, Chris, sorry, I don't know what
No,
they are. So,
so
okay.
this is a hand plane,
Okay, let me see. Okay, there. Oh, that
and
one. Is it
isn't
the one that makes the wood like very smooth?
yeah. So there's
Oh,
various types of hand planes, but again, this is if you're going to get into you know,
furniture making? Woodworking?
yep,
Okay.
the plane, the number 4 hand plane, and then your block plane.
Oh, there are also several kinds, just like our tools, right? We have a lot of different
Is
tools.
that right?
All right. So this one also. So that's another thing that we should
Well,
probably
if,
or would come in
yeah.
handy.
Now I don't know, like again, because I'm not familiar. Helen and I have been. Well, Helen, she's from the Philippines,
Hmm.
but
She's never been here.
she hasn't been there in a long time.
Yes.
But for us in the U.S., you have your yard sales,
Mm-hmm.
flea markets. You can probably get some of these tools used for real cheap or real inexpensive, and all you gotta do is clean them up and get them sharp, and they'll be good to go.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so basically, of course, so you start with a hand saw, but they call it pull saw. I think here we call it a hand saw, and ours looks different. Okay, go ahead, Chris. Okay, so I think maybe one of their fur babies wants to come in, either Shelby, okay, their dog, and which is a combination of German Shepherd and Pit Bull. Okay, and I have had the honor of meeting her and also Sylvester. Okay, so I think Chris is back. So was it any of your fur babies coming in?
No, oh, I was just getting a tape measure.
Oh, a tape measure. All right. So there, of course, I think most of us would probably at least have this one. All right. So a tape measure. Okay. So does it have to be the metal one?
No, it could be anything.
Okay.
I like this style because it's small. It's very compact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the first
Oh.
time I've done it, so y'all are gonna have to learn with me. So I take this everywhere I go. This is the only tape measure I use, unless I'm doing a very big project like outside, like a deck, or
Mm-hmm.
when I was putting up a fence.
Wow,
I have
you've
another.
done a deck. All right. So with this basic tools, Chris, like for example, can I already start a basic wood
Yeah,
work project with
yeah,
these things
yeah.
on hand?
Crafting world. I think Helen has like a square, like a T square, I
Mm,
believe.
yes.
Uh, I think it also depends on how big of a project you're doing. Yeah,
Correct. But for us, let's say beginners, that would suffice, right?
yeah, it would suffice because even the T square that you have, that's all you need is for your straight edge. So if I were to take, let's see, I'm gonna use this one again. I had some projects I was gonna show you all later.
Yes, yes. Later, guys, we will actually do a project. But after this, the basic materials, we want to show you some of the projects that Chris actually has done or commissioned works he has done in the past.
So it's always good to have a straight edge so you can start making your lines. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Yes, we can. We can.
Okay. So combination square, it helps out a lot. So
Oh,
that there is.
I see.
Yeah,
I think we can also use that. I
yeah,
think we can find use for that. That's nice. All right. So that kind of ruler, and then the other one's like it's not a. Do you call it a tape measure? No,
which one?
the other one.
Oh,
The
it's
one that.
that. Yes, that one.
Yeah.
This one here. Okay.
Yes. Is it really called a tape measure, or is there a different? It is.
Tape.
Okay. All right. There you go. Okay, so Tina, who knows about woodworking, Chris, because actually Tina One Kenobi is the only other person I know personally. Okay, besides you, who has actually really done woodworking classes. Okay, so
Okay.
Tina. Okay, yes. So, and of course we have Ate Sam. Ate Sam, thanks for dropping by. Okay, I thought she lived in the Philippines till 11 years old. Yes, there you go. I think that's Helen. But then after when she left, she has never gone back since then, right? So, secret ang kanyang age. Hindi natin sasabihin. Tina says, I have a few tools. Just a sander,
Okay.
a router. What's a router? Saw
Give me the
and clamps. All right.
yes.
Okay. So Chris
Wait.
would probably want to show us some of these if it's within reach. Okay, so let's go to that one. So what's a router?
Let me grab a router real quick.
All
That's
right.
an amazing.
So a router and clamps. I think I can imagine what a clamp is. Okay, probably that one. Okay, and oh yeah, straight edge too. See, Tina knows her woodworking terms. So thank you so much, Tina, for helping us out here in the chat because Mommy Lala has absolutely zero knowledge about woodworking. There
So
you go.
Tina, phone mounted to a dust collector for my table saw, and that's what I'm working from today.
Okay, there you go.
There's basically what a router is. It's I think in the craft world you have different types of stamps, I believe.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Different kinds of stamps.
So what I can do is I can create different types of profiles.
Okay,
On
what
edge.
is a profile?
You remember when you were at the house
Oh, yes, I remember.
and you could actually run your hands along the edge of the table? I don't know if you remember
Yes,
that part.
yes,
All right,
yes,
so
I remember.
I used a router to smooth off that edge. You can actually
Oh,
build,
it's like you can bevel stuff from that one.
yeah, and you can actually build. They call it a router sled. So let's say you had a tree to fill in the backyard,
Mm-hmm,
and you were able to kind of cut it up a little bit,
mm-hmm.
or you had a piece of lumber that was not even with another one, and when you glued them together, you don't have to. The router is probably the most versatile tool in woodworking because you
Oh,
could use.
so it's like a better or what the sander or is it a
Well,
sander cannot
it's good for
do the router does something like that.
actually the sander is for final touch up.
Ah,
So
see,
there's like
totally
types
different. Okay. So this is really me absolutely. See, I told you, Chris, I have zero knowledge. Okay, but that's nice to know that there is the router. The only router I know of is the internet router. So now I know that there's such a thing as a router. Okay, so thank you so much, Chris and Tina. Yes, I love the router. Tina likes, one of these days I said, we should like do a collaboration with Tina. You guys can actually create the stuff while I moderate. I I will just be watching first, but I really want to learn. I really want to learn. All right, so Chris, let's go to this scene. Okay, I'm sure they want to see, so what projects you have done several in the past. So guys, we will not go through everything, but we want to go through some of them. Okay, especially, and then let's ask Chris the behind the scenes of each of these projects. So Chris, which one do you want us to showcase?
I just pick one.
Which one?
Just pick one if you want.
Okay,
to.
I'll pick
Oh,
one. Okay, guys, okay, I am showing you the photo. So tell me in the chat, which one do you want, okay, Chris to actually talk more about? Okay, I think this one's a wine holder.
I don't know if that's on.
Yeah, so there are several photos here. So which one would you want to know more about? Okay, so I'll wait for, okay, oh, there is already Sira. And let you touch my toots. Tina, I need to insure them first. I don't know, Chris, if you watched that episode. We had an episode where we bought this IKEA mop the cabinet. It's like it's a bare wooden cabinet where you have several drawers, and
Okay.
we added what do you call that, findings, like the handle for it, so we needed to drill something, right?
Yep.
So for the life of me, Chris, I have power tools, but I just have them, I don't know how to use them. So during
Okay.
that episode, I needed to drill a hole so I can put in the finding. I was screaming. It's like something, I was like a possessed person. I didn't care about people watching. There were several of us, in the scene. So there's Tina, there's Marie, and then there's me. I didn't care about them. I was just drilling while shouting and screaming like that, and everybody was like laughing at the chat. It's like, mommy, dad, what's happening? I was so freaking afraid of the drill. That's why Tina said here, I need to insure my tools first, because if I'm gonna use them, I might break them. So that's the funny story behind that, right? So yes, Tina said we need to see the photos. Here are the photos, Tina. Okay, so let me choose first while you guys are choosing. Okay, so I think, okay, I want to go to this photo. So what's the story behind this photo, Chris?
I can't see the photo.
Oh, this one is like, sorry, yes, because, yeah, you're not monitoring, right? So this is a photo of, it says working on the glass rack. There's a wooden mallet. Is that a wooden mallet? A big one? And then
Yeah.
there's a long piece of wood with a blue thing. I don't know what it is. It's on Face. No, is it on Instagram? No, it's on Instagram.
Okay.
It's May 30 of 2020. Yeah, working back at it, working on the glass rack. So this is
Okay. So
Yes.
the story behind that one, I had bought some black walnut from a company in Roanoke, Virginia.
okay. So
And-
Chris, excuse me, sorry. When you say walnut, that's a kind of wood.
Yes, ma'am. Please
All
forgive me on
right.
that one.
Okay, because we
So-
don't have, I don't think walnut is available locally in the Philippines. Probably that would have to come in as an imported wood.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, so it's a dark wood.
It's a dark wood. So that's walnut, guys.
So this is a mixture of walnut. I
Okay.
believe some mahogany. But anyway, just getting back to the story.
Mm-mm.
So I bought some of this lumber to build Helen's table.
Oh, okay.
That actually started off as Helen's table. When I built it, it was the tabletop was too thin for me. I didn't like the thickness of it.
Okay.
And
Hold on, Chris. They said that they cannot see the photo.
Oh,
Okay, hold
I,
on. Okay, hold on, guys. Maybe I didn't publish it. Okay, now can you see the photos? Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay. Let me check. Okay, let me check if now can you see it, Chris? If I
um,
do like this one, okay, and I do this. Okay, that one.
um, I still can't see anything, but I can talk about it if you.
We don't see it. Why don't you see it? Hold on.
Oh, there it is. Okay, which one's that?
I can only see the two of you. Okay, there you go. Back to live mode. Okay. Sometimes
Oh,
I actually, click on the preview mode. Sorry about that, guys. Thank you so much, Tina, for telling us that you couldn't see it. All right, Chris. Yes, this is the photo. Okay, so
okay,
you're
so
saying yes, it's Helen's table?
yeah, no, well, this is her first table.
Mm.
Well, before and so this is lumber from the first table, and I didn't like how the first table was going to turn out. One of my
Oh.
colleagues lives on a farm, and he had the same kind of tree that he wanted me to turn into some furniture for his wife. He wanted some
Mm.
shelves. So I'm like, And I had 30 days to get it done, I think.
Oh wow.
But,
How big is this shelf?
well, actually, the shelf, I think they were about, I'm going to say 3 feet wide. So you go 36 inches, converting it to metric,
Yes.
I don't know.
Oh,
Probably about 4
quite
inches.
big.
Yes. And
Yeah.
he wanted a wine rack, a bottle rack, and wine glass holders. So those are two floating shelves that I was working on for
Oh,
him.
okay.
And
Let's
it
show
came
them.
from another black walnut tree.
Oh, so this
So
was it?
yeah, so that ended up being it. That's the two shelves that I made for him.
Oh,
And
okay. So the first one is the wine rack holder
yeah, the one on the left is the bottle holder,
and the bottle holder.
and I believe the other one is going to have the wine rack, the glass rack underneath it. So he needed some places for his. I think in that picture I hadn't put it on yet. So I did the
Oh,
bottle.
okay, this one, this one. Yeah, there you go.
So it was more experimenting. I had some wine glasses in the house. At the
Uh,
time, I wasn't drinking alcohol, so I called my sister. She sent me 4 empty bottles so I could build the bottle rack, the bottle holder.
this one.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you had 30 days. You were given 30 days. Okay, to
It
actually okay.
was I used the material for Helen's original table to make this. In exchange, I received another tree. So that
Oh, makes
is actually Helen's table.
Oh, guys, I've seen that and I've used that table. I've eaten on that table. So it's really really nice. I was like when Helen said Chris did made this. Huh? Really? It was, so beautiful with all the, the lines of the wood. You can really see the details. It's amazing. And the way you finished it, amazing. Really, really beautiful. All right. So Tina said there, I can see it now. How nice, Tina said, right? So yeah, so this was one of so you're able to do two of these two projects in a month, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then we see here some okay,
Bird.
birdhouses. We have
There.
a lot of birdhouse stamps, but never really the real birdhouse.
So that one is made out of pine, a real softwood, and it was actually a project I did for a local autism organization in Maryland. And what they
Mm.
do was have an event where they could paint the birdhouses. Excuse me.
Oh, so you create. So how many did you create?
I think I did 24.
Wow. Are these kinds of project easy? Guys, do you want to make a birdhouse in the future? Maybe we can have Chris back again, And just for some easy projects, we can start out with, if you want to double on a bit of woodworking, right? Okay, we'll see. Okay, if this seems to be, but no, there's an angle. I don't think this is easy.
It's not bad because it's actually when we go back. If you want to bring it back up again, I can show you how I did the roof.
Okay, was it this one? This one?
Well,
This one?
no, the project. If we go over the demo throughout the interview, I'll show you how I
Later,
did.
later. Okay, I got it. Okay. So
It was real
guys, this is Chris's beautiful family. All right. So that's Melanie and where's Marisa? She's
I
not
don't.
here.
She's in. I don't know if she's in one of those. Or
Yeah,
I know
so
she's off.
let's go to Chris's Facebook just quite fast. Okay, okay, hold on. I have it's not you. Sorry. Okay, that's mine. Okay, it was already ready a while ago. I don't know, maybe okay, there you go. Chinging. There you go, guys. There. Okay. So, okay. Ta-da! That is the finished table, right, Chris?
Yes, I think we are going to add new legs.
Oh, I didn't even realize that the legs are.
That was actually a repurposed IKEA table. So I was going to do it in stages. The overall goal was to build
Okay.
the table first.
Let's show them where do you want me to start, Chris? This part? Or do you want to start from this one? Shopping
Okay.
first? Just like us crafters, you know how it is with us, right? So, wow.
So
This
when Helen's mom went to the Philippines, she flew out of Dulles International Airport in Virginia. And this store had just opened up. I'm going to have to say maybe a week or two prior to her mom leaving. Like 10 miles from the airport.
Wow, look at Chris. Very happy. This is his happy place, right?
Happy. I was very happy.
This is
I can't go every day. So when we pick mom up, I may go back and get something when we pick her mom up if I'm able to.
all right. I think you
yeah.
will find a way, right? We always do find a way, right? Oh my goodness. Really, really nice.
It's a lot of money. But
yes. Although, yeah, they look expensive, right?
Now that saw right there will prevent you from cutting your finger off.
Oh, okay. So this is.
And the advertisement is they'll take a hot dog and they'll run it through the table saw, and as soon as the blade senses the flesh, it'll shut down. Yep.
Oh wow, that's why there's like a red hot dog thing before the. Oh, okay. Yeah, here, right? Before the. Maybe that's why, because it would sense it. Amazing. Maybe that's very expensive, Chris, right?
It's
is.
not happening.
Yeah. Okay. I think your hobby is more expensive. But then again, this is not just a hobby for you, right? So you actually also now, okay, I think I went past through this. So that's Chris's happy place. Okay, so how do I get out of here, Chris? Okay, there you go. All right, so let's go back to your beautiful table. So this one. So this is the before?
Yeah, actually a lot of it's before. I actually had, when I originally received the tree, it was cut in 8-foot sections and it was dropped off on the side of my house. So you have a log that's about 2 feet in diameter. Again, I can't convert that to metric right now. So it's
wow, it's still a log. It's not even flattened.
Nope. So I had to find someone to come to the house with a portable sawmill and then cut it for me. And then from there, I took it to another vendor because the pieces were too heavy and too long, and I didn't have the run through some of my machines. So
do you still have like extra pieces of wood from this walnut tree?
Oh, I still have. Yeah, it's yes.
Oh wow, amazing! You know, if we are neighbors, Chris, I would absolutely enroll in a woodworking class with you. All right. Okay, so and then this one, what's happening right now?
So what I'm doing, that piece, it looks like a T shape right now,
Mm-hmm.
and the edge that's closest to us, I just sprayed that with shellac to see what it would look like finished.
Oh, so that's why your table, it's like that, and then there's something like at the edge.
Yeah.
Ah, so
So
that's
and the
how it was
does
done.
it the wood from twisting, so they call that a breadboard end, and I've never done one before, so it was a challenge.
Okay. Yeah, so like how do you put it
Uh,
together without it breaking apart? Is there a nail somewhere there?
I created a pocket with the piece that has the shellac on it. So that's the
Oh.
side, and then it was like a plug I made on the table side, and then you
Ah, and then you push it like that.
and then there's three dowels that hold it in place. The one dowel that's in the middle, it's actually you can't see it on the top because I have it on the
Mm-hmm,
bottom.
mm-hmm.
I mean, I just you the dowels you didn't even see the dowels when you were at the house because I have them
Yes.
underneath, and that keeps it from moving. I mean, you still have some room for weather changes, and because wood's
Oh
just going to
yes,
move.
because it will expand and
Yeah,
contract, yes, based on the
yeah.
weather.
So the only dowel that's glued is the one in the middle. The two on the ends, um, they're loose, not glued at all.
Mm.
So you've
Oh.
got the
See, there's even science behind woodworking, guys.
oh,
Not just,
it's
the measurements, but, in designing as well, you have to think of, all of these things.
and
Okay,
then
so
how
there.
all this lumber you can heat it up. Let's like the tree that I received. I
Mm-hmm.
could put that in a kiln and let it apply constant temperature to it to dry it out, or I
Mm-hmm.
can air dry, and the air drying will keep the. I think the air drying is better because you're
Ah, in the
letting nature
long run. Yes.
rather
To
than
air dry something like this, how long?
I believe it's for every year. Um, it's a 2 inches or it'll dry. I think a year for every inch or every 2.5 centimeters.
Oh,
It'll
wow.
dry. So
So no
and then
wonder, wood furnitures are expensive.
well, they
There's
can be
too much process
expensive,
that goes into it.
and also the type of tree. So there might be in the Philippines. I'm sure there's got to be some exotic trees that are real expensive.
Yes,
And
yes. We have like Nara. Nara is one of the most expensive. I'm
well,
not
it's cheap.
sure if Kamagong. Don't quote me. I'm not good at this, but
No,
yeah, I know there are several. And then this one, what's happening here? Now from like
so what I
yeah.
did there after 2 coats of is that 2 coats of shellac? I put two
Okay.
coats of shellac down, and
Okay.
then I added 4 coats of polyurethane to build up
Mm.
the table. So there's no stain on it at all. It's a clear poly satin finish, a polyurethane satin finish because Helen didn't want anything shiny. She wants
Mm-hmm.
something kind of flat.
Mm-mm.
Um, Keep this table up. I mean, this is in the kitchen as if you've seen. The dog wants to jump on it half the time. We're doing a lot of things on the table. So
Yes. We crafted on that table. We ate on that table. So we love that table, promise.
so this is the drying process on that,
Okay.
and then
So
there's two
how long
pictures.
with this drying process normally? Like this one, how long did it take?
I think I did 3 hours between coats. So over the course of 3 days of that
Okay.
finish, and I couldn't do any other projects because where that tabletop was sitting is where we're actually having the conversation. So
Oh,
I don't
yes,
have
that one now. Yes.
yeah, it's like one project at a time, which is
Yes.
fine.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So this is what it looks like now, guys. There you go. Sometimes the photos do not really give absolute justice, right, to
oh no,
the work. But believe me, I've seen it firsthand. I was sitting over there, and Helen was seated in front of me. All right, and Shelby is always beside me. Okay, over there. Okay, so let me see. Just several more. Okay, let's see. How about this one?
this is my master's project. Let me just grab something real quick.
Okay, so when you
So
say masters, okay, let's wait for Chris to come back. Okay, let's check on the chat. Okay, back from a quick washroom break. Thank you, Tin. I know that's Tin, that's Sam. Okay, wood galore. Yes, anak. Really, really nice wood. Okay, so now Chris, okay, was talking about this one.
So I had to find a project to create and make myself, design it. Figure
Oh, okay.
out
So when you
original.
say a master's class, that means it's a woodworking class, right?
Yes, and I
Okay.
unfortunately I black in the living room, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like 6 or 7 courses I had to complete. It started with a basic class, then a
Mm-hmm.
design class, then inlay with a
Mm-hmm.
scroll saw.
Oh,
Let's see what
yeah,
scroll
that's
saw. Then I
hard.
finishing. That was a fun class. Um, let's see, finishing. Then I did joinery, which I still need practice with, and that's all hand tools. No power tools for joinery. Your dovetails, your blind joints. So it's a
Yes.
lot of different stuff
And
involved with it.
yes, and it was like so much fun to see that like the day I was about to leave. Okay, and Chris and Helen's gonna bring me back to my Airbnb in DC. I accidentally saw that amazing, plaque or trophy that Chris got in the mail. Okay, as a proof, of his finishing those master classes. So congratulations, Chris. Right?
I
So yes,
I'm so
absolutely. So follow Chris on his Facebook and Instagram as he showcases some more of his current work and future commissioned works. Okay. So the last one. Okay, I want to show this one, okay? Okay, this is really nice, guys. Okay, so I actually also had the chance to see this project. Actually, sat on this chair, which is very comfortable. So maybe Chris, you can guide us to through how this was done.
so this
Okay.
is my very first chair I took, and to complete the master's course, I had to take a chair class,
Mm-hmm.
and I, I'm still learning this trade, so I am no expert whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And some that I've taken classes with, they have a lot more experience. And so as I went in, I told the instructor, I said, I'm going to keep my expectations very low because I know I'm going to make mistakes. And the only way
Mm-hmm.
to learn is from those mistakes. And
Absolutely.
so this is not the best chair. I want to do another chair like it. So this is an 18th century continuous arm Windsor chair.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the only chair that I sit in my house now. So if I'm ever in the living room, I'm always
Guys, it's very, what do you call that? What do you call that word? I'm at a loss for words. Tina, ano tawag doon? Yung parang ano siya, when you look at it, it looks tiny, right? So I was like, oh, Chris, this is a small chair. And then Chris was looking at me, really? Yeah. So I sat on it. I was, pretty comfy. And Chris is much taller than I am, So I would have thought that this would be probably for Helen, because Helen more or less my size, but Helen is taller than I am. But no, Chris said no. See, he sat on that chair. I was like, whoa, yes, actually, Chris actually fits perfectly on that chair as well, right? So this chair is chair fits all sizes, right? So it's
yeah,
amazing.
it's supposed to be a rocker. So I have the rocker blades in the garage with me. I'm really reluctant to put the rockers on right now because it's comfortable.
Yes.
And so
Yes, maybe
if I
nobody wants to do a rocking chair yet on in your family, right? So I think this is a perfectly awesome chair. There you go. So you can imagine, guys, how this was done. The attention to details is amazing. Okay, from Tina. Oh, Tina, if you ever get to visit their home, you would get the privilege to actually see that in person and sit on it. It's really, really comfy. So I told Chris, if only you are, I can bring that chair. But that is actually meant for Helen, right? You actually intended for Helen, that for Helen.
yeah.
Yes. But now it's yours for now.
Well, okay, she thinks it's haunted. I said, how can it be haunted? I just built it.
Yeah, it's so nice, Helen. She likes a gamer chair.
Yeah, yeah, she does. But
Helen is forever. She's like a Peter Pan, always a child at heart. She's so much fun. All right, so that's what it looks like. All right, and that is what it looks. Oh, this one is another
it's
photo
the
of
same.
it. Yeah.
Yep.
So this is you just putting it together, right? Still.
So,
How
I can't.
difficult is it to create something like this, Chris?
Um, that
Masterclass, I suppose. Really hard.
so um, you had to bend the wood. So that arm itself,
Mm-hmm.
you have to bend it with steam. So you
Oh.
so you stick it in a steamer, which is a long. We use the long PVC tube,
Mm-hmm.
um, for plumbing, um, and then we added water, and then take like a big fryer, a
Ah,
propane.
so when you steam this kind of wood, it becomes more flexible and you can.
A few minutes
Oh,
to adjustments before it goes back to its regular temperature. So it's
makes sense. Yeah, but I can imagine that's hard because you have to
that,
take note of the details, plus the temperature, plus everything and work with time, right? Because
yeah.
once it cools down, then it
You're,
hardens. Oh my goodness.
the
That is
first
stressful. Okay, but if Chris said, if it is something that excites him and he likes it, right? So Sammy said, or Superfloop says, gamer chair supremacy. Another gamer in the house. My daughter. My goodness. There you go. All right. So Chris. Okay, so you guys, we have seen some of Chris' work to date. These are just some, okay? So if you want to see more of Chris's work. Okay, this is his Facebook page. It's Schlette. Okay, that's how you pronounce it. Schlette. Okay, is that correct, Chris?
yes, ma'am.
Almost.
Yes.
Okay, Woodworking Company LLC. All right, so please do go ahead and like and follow and share. Okay, Chris, Instagram and Facebook page. The same with Instagram. It's the same. Okay, it's Shalette underscore. This one has an underscore. Woodworking. All right, so follow him and also like his posts. Okay, so now we go back to. Okay, this is like an add-on freebie for everyone for tonight, right, Chris? Okay, I've asked Chris very, very last minute if he can, do a demo of a very basic project that maybe we can also do at home as crafters. And it's a great thing that, Chris is married to a crafter, okay, none other than Crafty Mama Diaries. So he actually absolutely understands when I say a project that can resonate with crafters, right, Chris? So, Chris, what
Yeah.
are we going to do tonight?
What are we gonna do tonight?
I
Well,
mean,
we got
tonight and morning for you.
it's fun. It's fun. Let's
Okay, there
see.
you go. Okay.
So I'm gonna take two pieces. It's gonna be a little
Okay.
shelf. I'm gonna.
What are we going to do again, Chris, tonight?
It's gonna for your tools. So let's say for scissors. Uh,
Oh, okay. So it's a tool container, like a tool caddy.
yep.
All right.
So let's see here. Where am I gonna get started? I'm gonna use this piece right there.
All right. So again, the size may vary. It's up to them, right? Depending on how, tall or wide, they want it to be.
Yeah. So you can make it any way you want. I mean, for me, I was gonna make this for Helen.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try it for her. I still need something for myself. I have some small. Yeah, I gotta move this camera around.
Okay.
I have small carving tools that I want to have easy access to, and I have some other chisels I wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
mind having easy access to. So it'll serve both purposes. Um, I'm just gonna make a T-shaped bracket or like a shelf. Uh,
Okay.
the, yeah, the longer piece will be something that you can mount to the wall if you needed to.
Oh, wow.
Depending the spaces between the your drywall, you'll have your studs for for the wall to support the wall. So I'm pretty sure a piece that is, for us, is 16 inches on center. And if I'm confusing people, let me know. So this piece right now is 20 inches. Again, I don't have a metric ruler because we're
Oh,
in
it's
the
okay.
U.S.
We actually use also inches here in the
Okay,
Philippines.
so
All
this
right.
one's about 20 inches. Now in my garage, in
Mm-hmm.
between the studs and behind the walls, it's 16 inches on center.
Mm-hmm.
So by using a longer piece, I know I'm going to be able to attach this to the wall without it falling over, if that makes
Okay.
any sense.
Yes, yes.
So this is the piece that's going to be mounted to the wall. This
Mounted,
piece,
drilled to the wall, or just glued to?
usually
Okay.
depending on the weight, I'd rather
Okay.
attach it to a stud in the wall
Mm-hmm.
than use anchors or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
At least I know if I'm hitting the wall, it's not going to go anywhere. If
Okay.
that makes sense. Or if
Exactly.
it's gonna-
Makes sense.
So what I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to find the center. I'll try to find the center.
Okay. So the wood are actually two different sizes, are lengths, right, Chris?
Yeah.
One is longer, one is shorter.
Yeah. Shorter one is where the tools are going to be held. So I'll drill the holes after I mark them, and this is where I'm going to put everything.
Yeah. So you
If
found the center, right?
I'm getting that right now.
Okay.
I'm kind of going to guess at it. Let's see here. I'm going to say right like.
Okay. So his eyeball. Yeah, we also do that often in crafting. All right. So you just eyeball the middle part.
Yep.
Wow,
And
you
then
make a straight line really well, Chris.
Oh, that I'll pay you later.
Amazed.
So if I'm about in this section, this piece, I'm going to check it. It's just about 15 1/4 inches in length.
Uh-huh.
What I'm going to do is I might just do one every 2 inches. So we'll see how many I can actually build or get through here. And what I'm going to try to do is not use any screws.
Oh.
For I'm going to see if I can hold it with just glue.
Oh, this is fun. Okay, so no metal findings needed, just the wood itself.
Yep. And I use 2 pieces of lumber because I don't want to ruin my workbench. And then
yeah, so that's like to protect your main work desk.
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
Awesome.
So we'll try.
Guys, if you have questions, just put them in the chat and we can ask Chris. Definitely have to ask Chris, not me.
Now, if you're drilling anything,
Mm-hmm.
if I were to just drill straight through this piece of lumber, they call it blowout on the other end. So it won't be nice.
Ah, okay.
Just use another drill bit and I'll show you. It's like when you were mentioning poles that you were trying to mount.
Oh yeah, I can. Everybody remembers that. It's part of my many bloopers. And Tina somehow always gets to document everything.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this drill.
Uh-huh.
I've got nothing underneath it. Actually, I'm going to hit it right here. A little bit safe. Oop, that didn't work. And anytime
so you have to test out which drill bit.
Well, I'm just going to grab one. That's all I'm doing right now.
Okay.
But I'm drilling with the power tool. There's different settings on the.
Me and power tools, we don't go together.
So what
No.
I'm going to do is I'm going to drill this all the way through.
Wow, that was so fast. That took me like 30 minutes to do that.
So when I flip it over, you're going to see how bad it looks. You see how it broke apart?
Oh yeah, the sides. Yes,
Okay.
I did the same thing. So there is a way to prevent that?
Yes. So I'm taking this piece of plywood. I'm sticking it on another piece of plywood. We'll call that a scrap piece.
Okay. Wow. And now it's a clean one, right? You can see
Right.
the difference, right? Look at the one on the right. Okay. So there are like the edges were broken apart, some bits and pieces. That one is
So
very clean. So what's the difference between, what you did in the first one and the second one, Chris?
because the second piece is my scrap, it, I cut all the way down through it. So I'll do another one just to show you again.
Uh-huh.
If there's any issues, I won't say any issues, by having these two pieces on top of each other, the fibers won't expand or they won't tear apart because you're drilling to the next piece.
Ah. So
So
it's
how I
like if let's say for example just one wood and then there's nothing underneath, not another wood, just let's say a floor or a metal table. So you can
oh
have that kind of edge at the
no,
back. Oh. Okay, okay. So that's a great tip, guys, for
yeah,
us beginners.
but
So now I understand why. So to the recipient of my finished mop cabinet, I'm sorry because the back looks like that one.
hey, you know what? I've done it too. So it's but the thing is, you have to start somewhere.
Exactly. That's how we
Hands on.
learn, right? But I didn't
Yes.
still know how to, make. So if probably I would have done it the same thing, the same way, I wouldn't know the difference. Now I know. See, I learned something new tonight. Of course, on top of knowing what the names of the different power tools are or the tools are. Okay, that this hack is very nice. Like for crafters, Chris, we love, hanging stuff. So to drill a hole is a must. Okay, and what you've taught us tonight is very, very important. Okay, so what do we do next?
Well, now I'm going to drill the holes.
Oh, hi, Judy. Good evening. Yes, we have the crafty in me in the chat right now. Yes, just put wood underneath. Yes.
Yep, makes it a cleaner cut. And
Mhm.
then when I hold a drill,
Oh,
I use
there's a
my middle
way.
to pull the trigger because my pointing
Oh,
finger,
really? I use my pointer finger.
you can, but if it twists, you're going to hurt your wrist. And also
Yeah.
with my top, it actually stabilizes the drill.
Ah.
But
Okay,
that's
that's
how
another nice thing.
to figure out.
Wow, thank you
So
for that tip, Chris. Okay, another tip, guys. Okay, proper handling of drill.
that so I will say it's the proper way. I'm saying that I feel that's the way I feel comfortable doing it
Okay.
because I have it using the trigger, and if you we call it over torquing,
Uh-uh.
the whole drill goes with it, and
Oh
so does
yeah,
your
it's
wrist.
yeah. So your
And,
wrist will move. Okay, got it.
yeah, and with this using it like this, I can actually take my time to start the drill.
Mm-hmm.
I can balance it and we'll say stabilize it to make it a little bit easier to use. If that makes any
Makes
sense.
sense. Yes, it does. It does.
And then so I'm gonna hit the first one.
I'm sure Tina is nodding her head. Yes, yes. She absolutely understands what Chris is saying. Okay. So when you drill a hole like that, Chris, are you supposed to like make it like 90 degrees towards the wood or can you like bend it diagonally a little bit?
Situation. Because if you go back to the chair that I was building,
Okay,
I
this
had a
one. Okay, hold on. The chair, the chair. Where is the chair? Okay, hold on, guys. Let's go to the chair. Yes, this one.
so if you could open up some more photos, if it's possible.
Yeah, which
Okay.
one?
Go back to the last one if you could, right there.
This one?
No, one more. Let's use that. There was another one that didn't have the spindles in it, or I'm just trying to think. Well, you can leave it there. No, you can go back one.
Okay, go back one. Okay, here.
So all those holes, I mean, all the spindles that are on that chair
Mm-hmm.
were cut. So you remember when you sat on the chair, you noticed all the numbers
Oh
when you were
yeah.
here.
Yes, yes.
So it the angles had to be the same. So I'm actually looking at it right now. I would say 2 and let's see, no 5 and 11. Yeah.
Oh, so
They
depends on
said
your project.
in order to
Okay.
start, you have to go in 90 degrees, and then you have to angle the drill to make the final cut or make the final hole.
So everything starts with a right angle first.
And that's the way I've understood it. Now, again,
Okay.
there could be other people saying no, but that's the way that's how I understand it.
Okay. And you took classes. So absolutely.
Well,
We trust you.
but
All right.
classes always different. Yes, it's
Stabilizer.
have different ways
Okay,
of
so
doing things.
let's go back to okay, so this part. Okay, so you've drilled a hole in the middle. I think you started with the middle.
Yeah, I started with one. So if you see me off camera, it's because I'm trying to
Yes.
work.
Okay. All right. So we see you just basically 90 degrees just straight.
Yep. And do you see
Okay.
my hand at all? I don't know if you see my finger.
Yes. Oh, there you go. To stabilize the drill. All right. So, see, Chris is not shrieking or shouting in any way. Like me when I handle the drill.
Oh, see now, Helen, she would freak out.
Every time I hear the click, the saying, "Zzz," I would, ah! And to keep myself from freaking out, it's like I am shouting back at the drill. So everybody was really, just really having so much fun with my bloopers. I gave them so much entertainment from that episode. That episode, guys, if you want to see it, okay, is actually from a live stream in Tina One Kenobi's channel. Yes, so Marie and I were there as guests. Okay, there you go. That was fast. Okay.
This one I
So
have to
these
say,
holes, why did we put holes in them, Chris?
so I can put some carving tools in there. So this is where my tools are going to go.
Because this is supposed to be a tool holder.
So I do have some sandpaper.
Oh, then you sand it away. Okay, this one I can see a function for us, Chris. Our brushes. We have a lot of brushes. Like for Ian, Art of Ian in the chat, he is an artist. This would be like a perfect, holder for his he has lots of brushes, but probably for his very nice brushes. There are really expensive brushes for artists. Yes, that's so very nice. Okay. So what is it that you're putting inside the
So this is
holes?
a sandpaper.
Oh, just a sandpaper. Okay.
Paper is something else that we would use. And I think Tina's well familiar with sandpaper. Always, depending on the type of work and what kind of style you want to go with.
Mm-hmm.
If you go, we'll say, before sandpaper, you had card scrapers, piece of metal that you would use to smooth out the fibers on your finished product.
Uh-huh.
Better than sandpaper.
Exactly. So the
But
sandpaper, I know they have different numbers, grittiness or whatever it is you call it. Um, for this kinds of project, like what is there a number, or we just say fine, very fine, rough?
the lower the number, the coarser it is, or the rougher it is. Like I just used
Ah,
20. It's kind of it's fine.
it's fine.
Uh,
Okay.
80, which will like rip a lot of material up.
So we don't
So
want.
like with Helen's table, I started with 100 grit, then I went to 120, then 150,
Oh,
then
so
one.
you start with the rough or with the
Yeah,
more grit. Okay. And then as you go, if you want to make it really smooth, then you go to the higher numbered sandpaper. Okay.
yes. Actually, even on the Facebook page, there is one of my earlier commission projects was refinishing a tabletop, adding apron for the table, and some legs to the table. And I used 80 grit sandpaper to remove all of the finish that was on the tabletop. This way, I could try to match the stain to go with the apron and legs that I built.
What do you mean by an apron? An apron, I remember. I know an apron is the one we use in the kitchen.
All right, so we got. So I'm gonna.
Is this
This
the
is
one?
not.
Let me check. Is this the one, Chris? Is this the one? No.
Uh, oh, actually, that's the cabinets that built. So if you scroll all the way down to the earliest photos,
Okay, that's your
uh,
truck. Oh, this is the wood. This is the log.
yeah, some of the logs I had milled up at the house. That's the truck. That's the custom cabin I did for my high school teacher.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
and that was it.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to modify that one at his house because the cabinets were the same depth. Oh, that
Uh-huh.
was the urn of dad,
Oh,
and then
you
there's
made it yourself.
the sawmill that milled up all the walnut for me, or that one tree, the walnut.
Okay. So
Um,
am I near the apron and the... Oh, that's
we got to keep.
Sylvester. And that's the
Uh,
vacuum cleaner.
yep, yeah, he called it a vacuum cleaner. Let's see what else. Yeah, it's earlier in time, so I do apologize.
Earlier.
Roll forever and a day.
Oh, there you go. That's Marisa, her beautiful daughter, eldest daughter. Oh, this is Chris in action, guys. And that's Sylvester. Okay. It's so nice to just... Oh, shopping. So
Oh
when you
yeah,
say an apron... Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is the one we saw a while back.
should be getting close. Oh, I made that
Oh.
sign with a CNC machine.
Oh, you spelled this out? Or
Yeah,
everything?
it was a computer. Oh gosh, it's CNC. It's computer based. So I
Wow.
have house. I'm
Y-
still learning how to operate.
You have this
So I made.
machine, Chris?
Yep.
Oh my goodness, Helen, you can make amazing projects.
So I don't mean to have you go through everything, but I need to show you the apron.
Yes, actually, I've been like, what is an apron? Because I saw your post. It said, okay, you wanted to do an apron, and instead you were able to do something else. I was like, what is an apron? Okay, not
Oh,
this
that's
one.
the machine operation there. And then some of these other photos I took while I was taking my classes.
Okay, those were from class. Okay, this is you like not sanding. Is that sanding? Do you call it sanding?
And so that helps smooth your material out.
Okay.
And there's the CNC machine, but that's some other stuff I could show you that we made. I'm just trying. I can't believe I can. Can't
Wow, you have a collection.
That's for my
Are you
end planes.
are you collecting this?
There's
Dif-
a tool has a purpose, and those are the two other projects I made for Helen and Marissa.
okay, that's very nice. Look, guys, it's you
Those,
can relate.
yeah,
Wait,
I have a place to store them, but
oh
it's
no,
okay.
I went back again from the top.
Let me see what I can come up with. So basically, an apron is a frame that allows you to mount your tabletop to the table.
A a tape, a frame that allows you
So
to.
let's see. I wish I had smaller sections.
Okay, let
So
me see. I will. It's okay. We're not in a hurry. Unless you
okay.
are. Are you hungry? Oh, this one? That one? No? The
Yep.
frame? No? That is an actual table. Hello?
That's her first table right there that I messed up.
This one. Oh, because this one, you have to line it up?
Well, that one, yeah, I was looking at it and I realized it was too narrow, too thin.
Ah.
One of my tools broke, so I had to fix it.
Oh,
And I got
no.
hurt.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Well, that's part of, would, I guess, any kind of craft.
Yes.
You can run in. Wow, what are these?
I'm building the CNC machine, so I had to assemble it.
Oh, my goodness. You are next level, Chris. This is no...
Um,
Okay, so you see this some of the things you see here no longer basic, guys, okay? Okay. I will not stop until I see what an apron looks like. Okay. Are we
getting close.
near?
We're getting there.
We're
Oh, I
getting
did
there.
more.
Oh, wow, this is another wood.
Yeah, free lumber is good lumber.
All right,
I got
correct.
that free. Oh, we're getting okay. This is it. Screw down a little bit more. I think we might have it. That's
Okay.
another
Wow,
custom
did you make
cabinet.
this one?
Yeah, I
Oh.
built that one. That's a custom bench. We should. Okay, so that's the first picture. All right, so if you
Yes.
scroll up a little bit,
Maybe
that's
in one of
my
these?
that one's actually for. Oh gosh, what was that one for? That was for a rifle for for Memorial Day and Veterans Day.
Oh. Oh, this is the finished one.
Yep.
Ah,
So
nice.
service members.
Oh my goodness, Lola!
Um,
Why'd you do that? I'm crazy,
it's
crazy.
okay.
It's okay, it's okay.
All right.
I was like, wow, wow, wow. It's fast if I do like this. Don't worry. I don't know if there's a shortcut to go to like the very, very beginning, but we'll get there. I know you guys are also curious what an apron is, right? Because when you talk about apron, that's something that I wear. If and when like we do mixed media, or when what is this one? Oh, almost there.
Yeah.
I can't get over your collection of sanding machines. Okay, there you go.
Okay, I think that should be it. Unfortunately, my vision. Oh, and if you can scroll, that's the bar height tables.
Uh-huh.
I think that is the.
This one?
This is really weird.
Second
Oh, no, we keep
hand
scrolling.
plane.
I was just
Okay.
looking. That's all.
All right.
I added a
Okay.
heater because it gets cold out here.
Yeah,
I put an insulated floor in the garage.
Wow, you
To
did
say
all
we're
of
done.
those as
I
well.
want my space back.
All right,
Project
latest
that I
project, finished
refinished.
project.
So that's his name.
Oh, so you changed the finishing, right?
Trying to.
Wow, what is
And that
this
was for like a marriage ceremony.
Oh,
My buddy in the military, his daughter is a wedding planner. And she wanted something like that, like an octagon shape
uh-huh.
for ceremonies. I don't know what it represents. All I know is he needed some help, and it had a fold. So that's what we came up with.
Nice. Okay, and the
It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so take your bed frame.
Okay, sige.
Yeah.
While we're doing this, guys. Okay, so let's go back to Chris. Okay, and while I will go back to it in a little bit and try to look for that post. Okay, so after drilling all the holes.
So I got my holes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I got my holes. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue it.
Really now, Chris? Just the regular, paper glue, Elmer's glue?
You need an applicator.
Wow, that's a very high-tech applicator. Your fingers.
Yeah, I can afford it half the time. And all I'm gonna do.
Okay, Tina is asking, Helen doesn't do woodwork with you? Chris?
No.
No. Okay, Helen is paper.
No.
And
Helen's
super
paper. It's still
paper.
wood.
Yes. Super Floopy saying, all these projects are so well crafted indeed, anak. Hi, good evening from Scrapbooky Crafter. Hi, good evening, Nazy. Apron is a trim on wood. Similar siya sa molding. Oh, okay. And we have Alma Sintang Mayumi. Hi. Good evening, sis. Oh, so that's what apron is. So you wanted to put apron on the table?
Yeah, so I can mount the tabletop to the table.
Mount the
So
table.
a table like that particular type of table, you have to be able to. If I didn't mount the table, the top that walnut big lumber that we were eating off of, and you were scrapbooking off of, it would slide all over the place. So I had to have a way to mount to the table itself. So that's where your apron comes into play. So the apron allows me to tabletop to the table and the table legs, unless
So
I
it's
came
very
up with a different.
so it's
design.
like it's Okay, so it's not just decorative, but also very useful it has a very useful purpose. I
Yes, ma'am.
cannot for the life of me, Tina, find that apron. I will
So
go over
this is
everything.
gonna
Okay. Yes,
we can
Chris.
we can Brian, if you want to look for it, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm done. I'm just letting the glue dry now.
Okay, so can we see it again, Chris? What did you do? So, can we see a side view of it? Okay.
Well,
Oops, it's not
we
yet
have
because it's not yet dry, Lala. All right, so I asked him to move it, diba? Don't move it. Okay, so there you go.
yeah.
So just and of
Just
course it's also
trying to go
cold.
minimum.
Mm-mm. So
Be a little
imagine
cold, but
Elmer's
also
glue.
I'm not trying to use any.
So Chris, if we do like
Yeah, I'm just not.
like a glue like that, and then once it dries, okay, will it be able to hold, say, if I put in like brushes, mini brushes, that's fine. But what if I put in like scissors, something heavy? Will it hold?
We're gonna. You got to give me a week to find out.
Okay, okay. So, but probably, most probably, this one just for light ones, right? The
Yeah,
like the
for this one, light.
brushes, yes.
Yeah, light ones for this. Now, if I was gonna add some weight to it, I would probably drill from the back
Drill from the
and
back.
then for extra
Just to
support.
support, yes. And look who is
So
in the chat, Chris, to support you.
you're awake.
Yes, hi, I'm awake. Yes, Helen, thank you so much for waking up and being here. Kaagising ko din lang. Yes, because it's really early, guys. So I understand. We have to understand.
Like,
Helen sleeps pretty late actually, guys. So coffee, mga sis. Yes, coffee muna tayo, mga sisters.
yeah, I
Yes.
could use.
So while we're waiting for that to dry up, okay, and see the actual finish. See how easy. Okay, and you're done with the project, right, Chris? So let's go back to
This is
your Facebook
oh,
and try
so
to.
that
Oh,
I got injured. Yeah, so I had a few stitches.
yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Phew. So, okay. So again, that's why you also have to be careful. As I said, woodworking is fun, but then, as Chris said, there are
That,
safety issues.
that was a big power tool though, so it wasn't like the hand tools that I was using.
Mm-hmm.
However, some of the hand tools that I have are sharp, and you have to be mindful about them.
Yeah.
That CNC machine that I was putting together,
Yeah, this
that
one
I,
looks like a pretty big machine.
that's a big sander.
Oh, Sander. Don't don't look because you go back to the beginning. Facebook, why? Oh, why? Can't you just make me go back to the one I was looking at? Okay, maybe we can chance upon the Helen. We're looking for the apron because I really want to see. Okay, because
Oh,
Chris said that the table, your table,
Mona's
this
table.
table. Okay, actually, he wanted to do an apron. So now, what is the plan to still do an this one? No,
And there's actually
no.
some siding of the house I had to replicate for an old colleague that used to fly with my old unit. He's
Oh
in the
wow,
home
you will
improvement.
copy this one.
Did my best to copy. That was a challenge, but I did
Wow,
my best. And that one is probably working on the cabinet for my old high school teacher. And that's a router right there.
this
I
one.
was using
This one. That one, the round thing.
I have a few of those, but yeah, they come in handy.
Yeah.
Um, Part of my CNC machine. Um,
Oh,
I do
this
repair.
one. This one.
That's a push stick.
I
So moving lumber through a table saw, instead of having my hand close to the blade, I use the push stick.
Okay. So that's one.
And then so that's the wine rack and bottle rack floating shelf, which was originally Helen's first table.
Okay.
I,
Oh,
I liked this one better than what I was working on at first.
Okay,
Let's
so that was
see.
the first photo we saw a while back. Wow, clamps, clamps, and clamps, more clamps. How many clamps do you have? Wow,
Not enough.
not enough. Like,
So
how many stamps do you have? Not enough. I would borrow that. I would borrow that from you. Not enough.
actually,
Okay.
hey Chris, graph stuff. Yeah,
All
right.
right.
I made for the CNC machine, so I was practicing with that.
That
And then
Helen, this one you can do. Oh, sis.
and then the Toby's ice cream. If you're ever in Arlington, Virginia, go see Toby.
Yeah, I've heard of that brand. Okay.
Now we're getting
And you
close.
have pop. What do you call that? What's this? Filter?
Yeah. Oh, so basically, I took a motor from a furnace, like your air handler,
Mm-hmm.
and it for dust collection or air filtration
Oh, okay.
because they wanted some money and can't
What
have
is
enough
this one?
clean air. So you can press play on that one. It
Oh,
shows you how to
it's
see.
okay. But when we press this one, it will go lead me back to the top again. So I will
Oh,
play you later.
okay, fine.
I want to see the
Um,
apron.
that I was doing there. Let's see. Part of the other classes that I took.
Okay, guys, let's do a challenge. First one to look see the apron. Okay, wins something tonight from Mommy Guide Inc. Okay, a GC from one of our partner stores. Go. Okay, you have to put it in the chat.
That's the joinery class. I was Helen's first table I was trying to work on.
This one.
So that's what the original table was going to look like. Then I realized it was too thin, so I wanted to do it over. There's my shop truck, which is
Yes.
a
Okay, so
slow.
now we're on the. Okay, this part.
I know we're getting close.
Or
Some
is
more
it on
tool.
Instagram?
I don't know.
It's on
It
Facebook.
might be. Maybe it is on
Oh,
Instagram.
Melanie's so small here. Right? She's like a
Yeah,
baby.
it may be on Instagram, but I could have sworn I saw it here, but I always forget. That's why I'm not good with social media.
But okay. Are you sure? Okay, are we done here? Can't?
Yeah,
Maybe? Okay,
thought we
let's
were
go
getting.
to
Yeah, we can try Instagram.
Instagram.
If not, I could just do a quick demonstration.
Yeah,
I
this
think
is. Oh, I don't know how to do Instagram. Do I do posts? Do I
I have
do
no idea
a
because I
go
sent you
post?
my Instagram account. I should have told you that.
Okay. Guys, I don't do Instagram much, so I don't know how to go to. These are the only photos I see.
Let me see if I'm gonna just step away from the camera. I'm gonna see what I can come up with real quick to show you what it
Okay.
is.
All right. Thank you, Chris. It's like I cannot sleep until I see and find an apron. All right. Okay, so while waiting for Chris, okay, okay, yes, coffee. Alma is saying hi to Helen also. I was gonna do alcohol inking, but tamad. All right, I actually need to do so many things, Tina, but I'm tamad as well. Procrastinating or procrastination is hitting me big time, right? So all I want to do is finish cleaning up my craft room, but then I have so many uh things to do beyond organizing my craft room. Good evening. I'm sorry I am late. No, it's okay, Doc Ree. I know a lot of you actually are in the very first workshop of Papel at Iba Pa. Congratulations, Miss Jo. And of course, KM po ang nagtuturo right now. Might just do a quick live tomorrow. If I can't do pre-recorded for premiere. All right, so guys, remember, Tinaman Kenobi goes live, either live stream or edited video every Monday nights. All right. So tomorrow, my vlogmas is with hold on, Adam Tinkoff, but his is 11 a.m. So there is no conflict with Tina's live for tomorrow. So Adam, my vlogmas for tomorrow is 11 a.m. And I think several of my vlogmas this week is gonna be in the morning. So it's either 8 p.m. or 11 a.m. Okay, so Chris is almost back on his table. Yan, 8 p.m. ish, sabi ni Tina, sis Alma. Okay. Hello, Miss Tina. Didn't join. Got activity kasi. Ayan, pare-pareho tayong nagkasabay-sabay. Wow, share mo, Miss Tina, pabulong. I use a narrow planer to get the curled shavings. Iba-iba din para yung mga planer na yan. Oo. Okay. Gising na ako niyan kasi may pasok. Ayan. Thank you, Alma. I'll see you on Tina One Kenobi's channel tomorrow. Ayan. Scroll so is my fave for wood art. Grabe, Doc Ri. Pati ikaw nag-woodwork. Grabe kayo ni Tina. What can you guys not do? You can never have enough paper and stamps. Absolutely agree. But actually, Helen, she has really good self-control. She told me when I was there, sis, unless, if nothing fits here anymore, then I won't buy anymore. Oh, di ba? Ang galing niya. Can't. I will find a way. I'll put it in the kitchen sink. I'll put it underneath the kitchen sink. I'll put it anywhere. All right. So, okay, Chris is back. Okay. Yes, Chris. There you go.
Okay. So this frame,
Mm-hmm.
this piece here, this piece here, and this piece here.
Okay.
We'll call that.
Pardon? Sorry. We call that the?
That'll be the apron. The table, the apron for the table.
So that is like underneath the table?
Table. Now I have a tabletop. I need to mount it to something. Because if I don't mount it, let's say Helen's crafting at that table,
Uh-huh.
it'll slide. It'll move back and forth.
So it's not that the table, but some tables, they do like connect directly to the legs, right?
Yes, they do. And they
Yes.
have, they call tray tables. Where
Yes.
it's
But this one is a nicer table because it has an apron.
yes.
Okay. I can
Are we-
sleep. So that's what it means, and that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Nice. Is this like a prototype of a table that you're planning to come up with?
I did that for Marissa. I was trying to
Oh.
find two, and I was just, I would say, kind of experimenting
Uh-huh.
with different grains or different types of wood. So this, I believe, has 2 to 3 different types of wood in it. I know this is your walnut,
Mm-hmm.
the dark. Let's see. I gotta get used to this camera stuff. And then that one.
The middle, yeah, toned one.
Yeah. Oh,
And then the lightest one. What? You put them together like Lego?
yeah. So it's like, yeah, exactly. I was trying to make it a cutting board, but it wasn't thick enough either. But it's a board to present things with. And then I believe I have some type of mahogany on the outside.
Oh, wow.
So just, you
Amazing.
kind of cut them up into squares, and then you glue them back. And this is what I came up with
Very
And so-
nice.
for Marissa. And I got to find the one I did for Helen. So if Helen's on the sofa, lounging a little bit,
Uh-huh.
that's just
Oh,
there's no fasteners.
nice. You can like like a table on lap
Yep.
desk,
Yep.
so she can
So
still
this-
craft.
Yeah, and it's all glue.
Wow, you're so blessed, Sis Helen. How to be you? Meron kang tagagawa ng mga ganyan, right? Okay.
Well,
Okay. Alma saying, Chris, you need to teach my husband about woodworking so he can make me stuff too. Helen is so lucky. Absolutely
Yeah,
agree.
long time to get that table done. Uh, some of her
Yes.
other friends would post stuff on Facebook too, and I hope she likes the table.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm sure she will. Hi, Tita Helen and Miss Nazy from Super Floops. Saw it. Joke. Practice lang. So my daughter was trying to like, remember I said, okay, the first one to see it gets a prize. Nobody saw it. So no prize tonight. Ay. Rio also do woodworking. Okay, yes. Yes, before Odette. Okay, Odette was like a storm here in the Philippines, one of the worst storms we've ever had. And it actually ruined a lot of Mono and Use Dockery's crafting supplies and materials. So she's like starting again. So what apron? There you go, Dockery. My very same question. So there. Now that is what an apron more or less looks like. So it's the one that Chris said holds the tabletop so that it
and then,
doesn't slide. Okay,
yeah,
so
and that's
it's not directly onto the legs.
yeah. And then there's other tables where you can do that, and they call that a trestle table. So
Trestle
this
table.
very in this particular case, um, since we repurposed that IKEA table, apron and legs, um, I had to screw the tabletop to that table for the time being. If Helen wants to do something different for the legs of the table, then I have that opportunity to do it. But if she wants that same style apron and legs, I would have to build the apron, which I just trying to give you a visual,
Mm.
and
So
then
you're gonna use also walnut wood to do the
she
apron.
wants me to. And if that's still the case, that's fine. I'll definitely do it because I have the material.
Oh my goodness, Helen, how to be you? Everything you want. Okay, Helen, I will do it. What a very lucky woman, right? Yeah, actually,
Oh no,
both of you, you're so, Helen's the same with Chris. Helen always supports Chris as well. So as I said in my post, relationship goals there, you guys. Right? And Helen is saying hi to my daughter Sam. Apron wood trim. And Tina is saying, I'm scared of the scroll saw. I feel
it's
I will lose a digit or two. Is that the one that got your
this.
finger?
No, that was actually a joiner,
Ah, a
uh,
joiner.
and that's something that mills the lumber down or smooths the surface of lumber down to a certain thickness, um, and it's paying attention to it.
Mm, okay.
At the time I wasn't.
Okay. And Dockery is saying, don't be, okay, maybe don't be scared, Miss Tina. Just wear safety wears. And if ever blade breaks, it will not fly away or something.
Yeah, when those blades break, the scroll saw blades are. I think it might have. They're not very thick. They
Mm,
might be an eighth of an inch thick,
an eighth of an inch.
and maybe not even a quarter inch in width. I've broken plenty of them because as long as your finger is next to it, not in front of it, it's not bad.
Oh, okay.
Because
Just don't make it in front. Okay. So this
because you
way, okay. I'm afraid of woodworking because sometimes my mind is all over the place. So
well for me,
concentrate.
if I'm
Power
using power,
tools.
distracting, and
Oh,
that's when I usually make my mistakes. Or
okay.
if
So if it's a power tool, eventually, if I really want to do woodwork, so I'll probably start with just the hand, hand tools, right? And let Tina handle the what do you call it, the power tools. She has everything, right? So I'm on Facebook for earlier. I thank you, John. Now John is on YouTube. Lala, check Messenger. Grr. I'm sorry, Sis Tina. Hindi ako makamultitask. Okay, still here, Mommy. Thank you so much. And this is Charlene, one of our crafty sisters who joins me also in the crafty nights. So, oh, thank you so much, Charlene, for that super sticker hamburger. Yes, that's so creative, Sir Chris. Yes, what I can't do is to give birth. Yes, because I was asking, what can you not do, right? She does woodworking, crafting. She's also an artist. She's into so many awesome things. So that's what she said. Give birth. That's a nice grain pattern. Indeed, Tina. I love that too. Yes, I love my table. Oh, there you go, Chris. Best comment ever. Okay, coming from the wife herself. Hi, Tita Charles. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, I'm lucky I married a handy guy, right? So they actually got, compliment. Both of them are very creative and they support each other. Really. He has to learn to make stamp and storage.
Yes, I will work on that.
Oh,
So you want to
Chris,
buy?
we will make an order. And then you will
Okay.
have to ship it to the Philippines. It's okay if it even if it's sea mail, we will wait. Really, because we love Helen's, I don't know if you heard us talking. I was really going through. Okay, so let's go to this one. So yeah, we can see each other. I went through Helen's, stamp and storage stuff. And I said, I thought they were really huge and big. So I said, Chris can easily make these things. Absolutely. They're pretty easy. I think just the time, right, Chris?
Well, yeah, because one, I wanted to finish up my course because I hadn't,
Mm-hmm.
and then I also finished up Helen's table, so I hadn't taken any commission projects in. I think Helen
So,
might quote me on this. 2021.
oh, because everything got
But
busy. Everything was, yeah, from home.
I can't remember the last. I'm just trying to think the last that big cabinet. I can't remember when I finished that one up. I don't know if it was April of this year or the year prior.
Yeah, so
Uh,
your wife is always teasing you, right? So when are you
oh,
gonna finish this one? Oh, maybe in a decade or so. No,
or
that's an ongoing, joke. But no, actually, he can. Okay. So you're not afraid of the drill anymore? Of course, I'm still afraid, Charles. I can do the hand drill. Okay, but not the power drill. I'm afraid.
a little bit more challenging though.
Yes, maybe I need more projects with Tina and with Chris to feel comfortable with the drill. Marie says hi. Hi, Marie. Also, Charlene and Marie are together. Hi, Marie. Okay, there you go. Helen, that would be awesome. Halter mahal rate. Holler, mahal rate ko. Tina talaga. Friendship rate. So sweet. Now dance you too. But Helen is upstairs still in bed, I think. All
Yep,
right. Yes.
probably just she needs it. She
Yes,
needs a break.
watching us through her phone. Again, Chris, thank you so much. This has been a super long episode. Sorry for, it's just keeping you on this late. I said just an hour. We're now almost 2 hours. So sorry
Oh,
about the time.
no, no. You
Okay,
want to
it's
see
just,
that project?
yes,
The one we
okay, sure, sure. Okay, yes, we haven't seen the final project output. Okay, here we go, guys.
it's still drying. A
Mm-hmm.
clamp would be better, but yeah,
Oh yeah,
I need it.
because we probably should have added a clamp, right?
Yeah,
Especially now that it's
yeah,
very cold.
yeah, that too. But
Yeah. Okay.
live
So
and learn.
actually Chris could have put something in it like a screw or something, but we wanted to show you that worst comes to worst, you don't have anything, you can always use the Elmer's glue. But of course, it would probably take a little bit, okay, a while, and better if you put a clamp or a
And
little bit of pressure onto
yes,
it. There you
and
go.
some
Hello.
tape would
Yes.
work.
Yes, exactly. But it's doable. Okay, this is something that Chris has done also in the past. Hello, batchmate and everyone from Marie. Okay, enjoy your weekend, ladies. Okay, and Sam is saying, my only problem with power tools is how loud they can get. Otherwise, I'd love to learn how to use them someday. Sure, anak, you can study. Tita Tina said there are classes. Oh, what are those?
Uh,
Old headphones. Oh, to prevent you from hearing the sound of the power tools.
I used to wear
Oh.
those when planes.
Oh, okay. Oh, anak, see what Tito Chris showed you? Okay. So one eye is typing. Dockery saying, Chris, you're really blessed with each other. Miss Helen and Sir Chris, good tandem in crafting especially. Yes, and guys, so sweet. Okay. So even, I was blessed to have been able to visit them and stayed with them overnight. So Chris, not once but twice, carried 45, okay, a 500 milliliter bottled water up 3 flights of steps plus the steps going up to the Airbnb from their car. All right, twice over. Okay, to give to me and during my stay there in the US. So they're very very nice couple. Not just them, but also their children. I love them so much, even their fur babies. So Chris, I hope this is not the last that we will see you in our channel or in our community in that matter, right? So here you probably be invited hopefully by Tina, because that would be a very nice collaboration, because Tina, unlike me, actually does woodwork. So that would be an amazing, stream, if possible, to see both of you work on a project of some sort, right? And I can be moderating. Unless if you want me to join you, just wear those, earphones, okay?
Yeah, bring.
Or yes, because you will definitely hear me be like that shrieking. So again, Chris, maybe you would want to invite them to your website or your social media channels, okay, so that they can follow your woodworking journey as well.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Okay, so you can invite them over your Instagram and YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, just tell them the name so
Oh,
where to follow.
it's Schlette Woodwork. Is there a place where we can drop a link in the
Yeah.
video as well?
Yes, it's
For the,
actually in the. Okay, you want?
yeah, you can do that. That's fine.
Yeah,
Because
actually, it's in the description. Okay, down below, because this one is there's supposed to be a crawling ticker that shows all of your socials, but I don't know what's happening to my ecam right now. It won't show up. It's 86. That's why, because it's 80% CPU usage, so it's a little bit hanging. Because I have all of this, overlays moving and all of this stuff happening. So it sometimes messes up my stream. So, but guys, all the links, okay, to Chris's socials are in the description of this actual video. So I hope that you would follow him. And also, he accepts commission work. So if you have family or relatives in the US and you want to give them, a special gift of handmade and personalized gift, then just, message Chris if he is going to be or if he is available to actually create some of those, or if you want to just have him as a guest as well, right? So reach out to him. No worries, he's very very accommodating. And again, Chris, thank you so much. Okay, last what do you call this, last comments on the chat. Okay, so congratulations on your beautiful. It got cut. Maybe I think it wants to say your beautiful output. Navin Parmar, Norway, mega love shout out po. Thank you so much. Hi Chris and Tina from Marie. Clean woodwork by gluing. By gluing is still nicer. Yes, Sam, there is a +1 promo now for basic woodworking class. Thank you, Chris, for introducing us to your woodworking projects and inspiring us from Tina. Chris, is like doing classes online something that are you looking into in the future? Online class, basic?
but there's a lot of people out there. One person I would recommend is Paul Sellers. He's a
Paul
British guy.
Sellers.
He taught a lot in the U.S. and he went back to England to teach classes. And
Online?
he's online,
Mm.
and he has a YouTube channel as well. He has a lot of good information in there because he starts from the beginning on how to cut.
Mm-mm.
But I mean, if it's something that a small setting and people have questions, yeah, that's fine. I'll be I'll entertain the feedback because
Yes. No,
one of the
maybe
things with
something like a regular class.
yeah, and it's one thing as far as like looking at YouTube and trying to copy it. But
Mm-hmm.
then what happens when you make a mistake? Because I've made plenty of mistakes and I still make mistakes.
Oh, by the way, Chris, I didn't ask you. Do you have a channel, a YouTube channel for
I don't have
none yet. None
no.
yet. Not yet. All right. So hopefully we'll see you on YouTube soon.
We'll see what happens.
Yes, people like to see, actual stuff being created, right? So you can just, put the camera while you're tinkering around, right? So just
Yeah.
if and when you do decide to start, just, message us and we'll be there. Absolutely.
Thank
All
you so
right.
much.
Okay, Chris,
All
thank you so much again. And everyone, thank you so much for joining me. And Chris, Chris,
right.
Chris Schlette for joining us tonight, and it's morning for him. I will now want to say goodbye to everyone. Chris, again, a great morning to you. Sintang Mayumi, Alma, Helen, Crafty Mama Diaries, and everybody in the chat. Please do follow each other and support each other's journey. With that, I'll see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow is 11 a.m. We're going to be with Adam Tinkoff. Drawing is our topic for tomorrow. Again, Chris, bye. Bye,
For having me.
everyone.